Lena never expected to lose herself in someone else's story. But that's exactly what happened the moment Margaret, her mother-in-law, feigned fragility. It began with subtle cues. Margaret, once brisk and proud, began to complain of dizziness, fatigue, and slowing down. She never explicitly asked for help, but her sighs were loud, her pauses pregnant with meaning. Daniel, Lena's husband and Margaret's only child, picked up on the signals with concern. "She's struggling," he told Lena. "She said she doesn't trust anyone else to take care of her. She wants you." Lena hesitated. Margaret had always kept her at arm's length. Their relationship had been polite, but never warm. Still, Lena didn't want to be cruel. "It's just temporary," she said. She paused her job, canceled upcoming commitments, and rearranged her life to care for Margaret. It didn't take long for the truth to emerge. Margaret didn't need a caregiver. She was mobile, mentally sharp, and capable of handling daily tasks. But around Daniel, she performed a different role. Her voice trembled, her hands shook slightly, her memory conveniently lapsed. Daniel was alarmed. "She's declining," he said. "You're doing the right thing staying home. She doesn't act that way when you're gone." She said, "She's faking this." But Daniel dismissed her. "She's grieving her independence." He insisted. "She's allowed to be inconsistent." Lena saw it for what it was, manipulation. Margaret was isolating her, and worse, she was doing it with precision. Margaret never accused Lena directly. Instead, she used veiled comments and loaded silences. "It's hard being a burden," she'd say with a long glance at Lena. Or, "Not everyone's cut out for caregiving. It takes strength." Daniel, caught between the two women, failed to see the pattern. He began pulling away from Lena, nothing dramatic, just a growing quietness, a shift in trust. Margaret nurtured that distance with whispers. "She seems tired lately," or "I know she never wanted this life." As time passed, Lena's world narrowed. Her career was no longer paused. It was slipping away. Her friends stopped calling. Her voice, once confident and clear, grew quieter. She was careful now, cautious. Every word weighed, every movement watched. Meanwhile, had exactly what she wanted: Daniel's attention and Lena's exhaustion. But fate had a cruel irony. Months later, Margaret truly fell ill. The weakness that once lived in her act became real. Daniel insisted on hiring a nurse. Margaret fought the idea. "I don't want strangers in this house," she hissed. "Lena's done it this long, she should keep doing it." But Lena said nothing. She did not argue. For the first time, she stepped aside. That night, Daniel confronted her. "Why didn't you tell me how hard this had been?" he asked. His voice was softer than it had been in months. "I did," Lena replied. "You just weren't ready to listen." Only then did Daniel begin to see clearly. The inconsistencies, the guilt, the wedge that had formed not naturally, but by Margaret's design. He tried to mend what had been damaged, showing Lena more tenderness, asking about her well-being, helping with his mother's care. But something had shifted. Lena had survived the slow erosion of her identity. And in doing so, she had built walls around what remained. She no longer sought closeness. She didn't hope aloud. She moved through the house like a shadow of the woman she used to be: dutiful, efficient, detached. Margaret had won, not by illness, but by sowing doubt, by turning Daniel's love into suspicion. And though her body was failing, she never lost the glint of victory in her eyes. Lena stayed. She didn't leave the marriage or the house, but inside she was gone. The Lena who once loved freely, who believed in partnership and fairness, had been replaced by someone who simply endured. And Daniel, now finally aware, realized the true cost of ignoring a quiet betrayal. Not a dramatic exit, but an irrevocable loss.